The alien captain stared at the view screen. Her tentacles trembled. Below them spun a world of absolute horror, toxic atmosphere, liquid hydrogen oxide falling from the sky, massive predators roaming freely, unfiltered stellar radiation bombarding the surface, yet somehow impossibly thermal signatures clustered near an open flame. Life forms, sitting peacefully, on the most dangerous planet the collective had ever classified. Research vessel Inquiry had traveled 900 light-years to study Earth. Every species in the collective knew about it. The Death World, the Forbidden Sphere. A planet so hostile that merely landing there meant paperwork spanning 3 generations. Yet here they were, in orbit, watching something that made no biological sense. The captain needed answers. Lieutenant Voss adjusted the long-range sensors. His membrane flickered with fear. The readings showed a family unit, 2 large specimens, 3 smaller ones. They had constructed a temporary fabric shelter near falling water. Steam rose from metal containers. They were heating dead plant matter and consuming it in the open air without any protective equipment whatsoever. Captain Threll initiated the universal translator. Perhaps these creatures had superior technology. Hidden shields, invisible barriers, something that explained their impossible survival. She scanned again. Nothing, just organic material, woven fibers, primitive combustion. The smallest specimen was laughing, actually laughing, while darkness crept across the hostile terrain. Threll felt her heart synchronize in terror. On Earth, Maya Chen added another log to the campfire. Sparks danced upward like fireflies. Her kids argued about ghost stories. Her husband burned another marshmallow. Somewhere above, stars began appearing. She didn't notice the new one. The one that moved slightly, the one that watched. This was their anniversary tradition, the perfect escape from city life. The alien science officer compiled the threat assessment. Results scrolled across her station. Atmospheric composition, corrosive oxygen at 21%, gravity, crushing, temperature variance, lethal fluctuations within single rotations. Indigenous fauna included apex predators capable of dismembering steel. The planet scored 97 on the Habitability Danger Index. Maximum survivable was 42. She rechecked her calculations. They held. Young specialist Kryn had studied humans academically. Every species did. They were the collective's greatest mystery. How did they evolve here? Why hadn't extinction claimed them? His professors called them cosmic accidents, statistical impossibilities. Watching them now, casually existing where existence seemed forbidden, Kryn understood the terror beneath the academic distance. Humans weren't accidents. They were something else entirely. Tommy Chen spotted the weird star first. It flickered wrong. He tugged his mother's sleeve. Maya glanced up, smiled, and said it was probably a satellite. Tommy nodded but kept watching. Something about that light felt aware, like it was looking back. He shivered pleasantly. This camping trip had the best spooky atmosphere yet. Captain Threll made a decision. They would descend closer, not landing, never landing, but close enough for detailed scans. The crew protested through chemical signals of distress. She understood their fear, shared it even. But the collective needed this data, needed to understand how flesh could thrive in hell. The descent sequence initiated, no turning back. The forest at night came alive with sound. Owls called, crickets sang, somewhere distant coyotes howled at the moon. David Chen told his kids these were nature's orchestra, beautiful, harmonious. Aboard the Inquiry, those same sounds registered as predator warnings, territorial challenges, hunting calls echoing through darkness. The universal translator labeled them all threats, constant, surrounding, inescapable threats. Maya noticed her daughter Emma sketching by firelight. The girl captured the scene beautifully, trees reaching upward, stars scattered above, their tent glowing warmly, simple happiness rendered in pencil strokes. Maya felt profound gratitude. No phones, no schedules, just family and wilderness. She had no idea that wilderness was being catalogued as evidence of human insanity. The ship descended through clouds. Liquid water struck the hull, every impact registered as potential acid damage. Lieutenant Voss monitored structural integrity with growing dread. The humans below sat in this same corrosive rain regularly, by choice. They called it refreshing. They let their offspring play in it. The cultural database confirmed this. Voss questioned everything he knew. Thermal imaging revealed something new. Large quadrupeds approaching the human camp. Massive, easily 300 kilograms each. Captain Threll prepared to witness tragedy, prepared to document the inevitable. The creatures emerged from tree line, walked directly toward the smallest humans, and then the humans reached out, touched them. The quadrupeds sat down, tails wagging. The Chen family dogs had finally arrived from their forest exploration, muddy, happy, exhausted. Tommy hugged Max while Lucy licked Emma's face. David laughed at the chaos, just their ridiculous golden retrievers being themselves. Aboard the Inquiry, the science officer rewrote her report 3 times. Humans had somehow domesticated apex predators, made them into companions, willing ones. Specialist Kryn accessed historical files. The domestication evidence went deeper than dogs. Humans had tamed creatures across their world, horses, cattle, even felines, notoriously independent predators. They lived alongside beings that could end them easily, slept near them, trusted them. The symbiosis defied every survival model the collective had ever developed. What were humans really? Night deepened. The campfire crackled lower. Maya produced supplies for something called s'mores, graham crackers, chocolate, marshmallows heated until molten. The children cheered. This simple ritual had passed through human generations. Comfort food, memory food. The aliens watched the molecular combustion of sucrose with horrified fascination. Humans regularly consumed fire-heated substances directly into their bodies. Temperature readings dropped rapidly. Earth's night brought dangerous cold. The humans simply added layers, wrapped themselves in materials derived from deceased organisms, pulled closer together, shared body warmth. Their adaptation was seamless, unconscious. They didn't fight their environment, they flowed with it, adjusted constantly. Captain Threll realized she was witnessing evolution in action. Emma asked for a scary story. David obliged. He told tales of forest spirits, creatures that watched from darkness, things that weren't quite natural. The children shivered deliciously. They wanted fear, sought it recreationally. The aliens monitoring this exchange struggled to comprehend. Humans deliberately stimulated their threat responses for entertainment as a bonding activity with their young. Lieutenant Voss detected new movement, something massive in the nearby water source. Sensors identified it as a fish species, but the size readings seemed wrong. Recalibration showed the same results. Earth's aquatic life grew enormous, and the humans planned to enter that water tomorrow. The itinerary showed something called swimming, voluntary immersion, with those creatures present. Maya checked her phone briefly. Weather forecast showed sunshine tomorrow, perfect lake conditions. She smiled and put it away. No point in screens tonight. The stars were too beautiful. The air smelled like pine and wood smoke. Her family's laughter echoed softly. This moment was worth protecting, worth remembering, worth every mile driven to reach it. The Inquiry's medical officer reviewed human biology again. Their healing capabilities seemed impossible. Broken bones reformed stronger, skin regenerated over wounds. Their immune systems fought microscopic invaders constantly, adapting to each new threat. Humans were perpetual survivors. Their bodies expected damage, anticipated it, had evolved specific mechanisms for the inevitable injuries of their death-world existence. Bedtime came. The Chen family retreated to their thin fabric shelter, no locks, no reinforced barriers, just polyester between them and everything outside. The dogs curled at their feet. Within minutes, 5 humans fell asleep, unconscious, vulnerable. On a planet where darkness brought heightened danger, they trusted completely, in nothing but their tent and each other. Captain Threll allowed herself a question she'd suppressed for hours. What if the collective was wrong? What if the danger classifications were incomplete? She watched the sleeping humans, their vital signs peaceful and steady. Perhaps survival wasn't about avoiding all threats. Perhaps it was about existing alongside them, adapting, accepting. The thought felt revolutionary, almost heretical. Dawn came violently. The local star erupted over mountains. Unfiltered radiation flooded the landscape. The aliens recoiled from their sensors, but below, humans emerged, stretching, smiling, turning their faces directly toward the deadly light. They called it enjoying the sunrise. Their skin absorbed the radiation, converted it to essential nutrients. Deathlight became life fuel. Breakfast involved controlled fire again, metal over flames, eggs and bacon sizzling dangerously. The smell carried upward on thermal currents. Alien sensors detected the complex proteins, the rendered fats. Humans consumed other organisms so casually, multiple times daily. Their bodies processed the foreign biological matter into energy. Every meal was an act of cheerful consumption. Tommy found a spider on the tent. His mother calmly relocated it. No panic, no emergency response. Just gentle redirection of a venomous arthropod. The spider could have caused serious harm. The human knew this, acted anyway, showed her children that coexistence was possible, that not every threat required fear. The aliens found this most confusing yet. Lake Day began. The humans walked toward the massive body of dihydrogen monoxide. They shed their protective outer layers, exposed vulnerable skin, then ran directly into the water, screaming with joy. The children splashed, the adults floated, all of them, submerged willingly in the universal solvent, liquid that could drown them in minutes. They called this fun. Specialist Kryn noticed something remarkable. Human play mimicked survival training. The children's games developed coordination, tested boundaries, built strength. Even their recreation served evolutionary purpose. Every splash taught swimming, every climb built muscle. Every challenge overcome added resilience. Humans raised their young through joyful preparation for their hostile world. Brilliant, terrifying, somehow beautiful. Maya floated on her back. Water filled her ears with muffled silence. Sky stretched endless blue above. She felt weightless, peaceful, present. Her children's distant laughter reached her as music. This moment, this perfect suspension between elements, was why she lived for camping trips. She had no idea she was being studied, analyzed, wondered at. The aliens detected elevated hormones in the humans. Cross-referencing identified them as stress indicators, but behavior contradicted this. The humans smiled, laughed, embraced each other. Further analysis revealed the truth. These were bonding chemicals, love hormones, connection neurotransmitters. The death world had created beings who responded to danger with community, with togetherness, with affection. David taught Emma to skip stones, simple physics, flat rock, angular release. The stone kissed water 4 times before sinking. Emma cheered, tried again, failed, tried once more, succeeded beyond her father's count. 6 skips. Human learning happened through repetition, through failure, through persistence that seemed almost stubborn. They didn't accept limits, they negotiated with them. Captain Threll made an unprecedented decision. She ordered the ship lower, close enough to be visible if anyone looked carefully. The risk felt necessary. These humans deserved closer observation, deserved witnesses to their impossible existence. Her crew's chemical distress signals intensified. She acknowledged their fear, shared it, but understanding mattered more than caution now. Tommy looked up first. The strange light from last night hung in the daylight sky, clearly not a satellite, clearly not natural. He nudged his sister. Emma looked, squinted. Her artist's eye caught details, shape, reflection, movement that clouds didn't make. The siblings exchanged glances. This was either the best ghost story ever or something entirely new. The human children waved, upward, at the alien vessel, small hands moving through air in obvious greeting. The Inquiry's crew froze completely. They'd been observed, detected by the youngest, most vulnerable members of the species, and the response wasn't fear, wasn't alarm. The children waved like meeting strangers was exciting, like the unknown was a gift. Maya noticed her kids waving skyward. She looked up, saw nothing unusual, just clouds and contrails, kids being imaginative. She smiled and returned to her book. The moment passed. But above, an entire alien crew processed what had happened. Human young had detected them, reached out, and the adults had dismissed the impossible as ordinary. Humans expected wonder. Evening approached, the final campfire night. Maya helped the children gather wood. Each piece collected was dead tree matter, decomposing, hosting millions of microscopic organisms. The humans touched it directly, carried it happily, built towers of organic matter and set them ablaze without hesitation. Fire, the great destroyer, became their comfort, their gathering point, their tradition. Captain Threll composed her report. Words felt inadequate. How could she explain that the collective's most feared world housed the galaxy's most resilient beings? That danger classifications meant nothing to creatures who domesticated wolves, swam with leviathans, and consumed fire. Humans weren't surviving their planet. They were thriving, loving, turning every threat into connection. The final night held magic. Fireflies emerged, living light drifting through darkness. The Chen children chased them carefully, caught them gently, released them quickly. Even the smallest, dangerous creature received respect. Humans took only what they needed, returned what they borrowed. They belonged to their death world. It belonged to them, an ancient partnership. Stars emerged one final time. The strange, moving light still hovered. Tommy whispered goodnight to it. Whoever they were up there, he hoped they were having an adventure too. Maya called her children inside. Sleeping bags awaited. Tomorrow meant packing up, returning home, but tonight meant family warmth and wilderness peace. Tonight meant everything. The Inquiry departed before dawn. Its crew forever changed. They had come to study death, found life instead. Life that laughed at danger, that gathered around flames and called it tradition, that waved at the unknown and called it wonder. The official report would confuse the collective for generations. But Captain Threll added one final note. Do not pity the humans, learn from them.